Hey everyone, here we are at Edinburgh Airport. We're going to do a little city tour of Edinburgh and then land at the next airport beyond Edinburgh, whose name I can't remember, having just picked it in the flight planner. But it's all good, so here we go. The day is 14th of June, and it's around midday. So I have been to Edinburgh lots of times in my life, so I will be the best tour guide I can. Never lived in Edinburgh, but I visited many times due to family there, and just because it's a nice place to go. So the hill we're coming up to after the first bit of urbanisation there, I think it's like some parklands where they have an observatory. It might be called the observatory. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Do a loop over that. All the buildings are auto-gen, unfortunately, apart from the specific points of interest that FS2020 added, such as Edinburgh Castle. So you probably won't be able to see your house unless Edinburgh Castle is your house, or Holyrood. Slow it down a bit. Or is it the observatory? I don't know. Please correct me in the comments. Or are there too many trees? Football stadium. It's definitely not going to be Hibernian, because that was my family's local stadium on Easter Road, which we'll come to. So there is Edinburgh Castle. What we'll do is we'll go down Princess Street, which is to the left of it, and then do a full loop around it. Oh dear, Princess Street. Buildings aren't right at all, are they? Castle looks good, sorry I was a bit fast. Yeah, no. All modern office buildings. There's Waverley train station. And as promised, let's loop around the castle and the old town as well. Yeah, no, this is the old town of Edinburgh. Really old buildings. This should be. This is no good. Let's hope we get photogrammetry. Can never pronounce that word. Photogrammetry city scenery for Edinburgh one day. There's the castle. That's a better view. I like how they've done the cliffs. They did a good job on that. So I don't think they even have any building for the Scott Monument. It's a tall building that looks like Thunderbird 3. And there's Carlton Hill up ahead. I'll do a loop around Carlton Hill. It's got like some Roman style Acropolis on the top. There it is, that flat thing there with the big shadow. You can actually see the shadow of the columns better than the actual building. Let's do another loop. Great views from the top of this hill. Not too much of a climb either. Okay, so what have we got here? Palace of Holyrood, the Scottish Parliament buildings itself. Dynamic Earth. Now this big hill is called Arthur's Seat. It's actually at an extinct volcano. And this road we're going over now is called the Radical Road. You might be able to see some white lines on that hill right above the nose, those dry ski slopes. I'll have to check those out in a minute. I think there's too many trees. I don't remember so many trees on Arthur's Seat. But let's have a look. I remember that pond. It's a nice hill to climb. It's you don't have to be too fit to be able to do it. Most people can do it. And you get rewarded with a great view from the top. Let's just go right over the top. And there's another pond, I remember that pond as well. Yeah, there simply aren't these trees on the top. Great place to go for exercise if you live in Edinburgh as well, just in the heart of the city really. Now the next thing I want to find is, where is the Hibernian Stadium? Is that it over there? Sorry. Too close to it and can't look at it from any angle at the moment. There it is. this area here might be Leith. Let's have a look across. The old docks area. There's a famous boat as well you can go and see. I can't remember the name of it. Permanently docked. Okay, I'm going to speed it up now. We're going to head over to those dry ski slopes. Curious to see how they look close up. See what it looks like in, if we're really in the plane. A bit more immersive. It'd be nice to have virtual reality for this. Let's see what we're leaving behind. So I did try these dry ski slopes once, and I didn't really have much experience of skiing. I had a few lessons and kind of do the snow plough. Never got the hang of parallel turns, and I went there, and I started out on the easy kind of nursery slope, which I think is on the left, and then near the end, when I felt a bit more confident, I went on the one on the right to the top, which didn't look too bad from the bottom. When I got to the top, my God, it was just looked like vertical drop, terrifying. I pretty much sideways slid down it. Scary stuff. There were some other teenagers there as well who'd gone up it and thought it looked alright from the bottom, and then got a shock when they got to the top. Head along to our final destination now. I'll remember the name when I see it. It's just an airfield or airstrip. Hills in the distance there look good. Correctly, there's a big strange hill on the coast here, or two hills that look almost man-made. I can't remember what caused them. I'm not seeing them at the moment though. Maybe they'll come into view. This scenery is so much better than the Arctic coast of Russia scenery that I've been spending a lot of time looking at on my flight to Alaska. Very, very low resolution satellite imagery. Even without the photogrammetry buildings, it does look great from this distance. Love this aeroplane, this UMB. It's just so stable. It does what I want it to do. I mean, look at the canopy. What a view. What a delight. The worst one I find in this flight simulator is the Airbus A320. It's got so much automation that you can't even turn off, I find. Auto throttles, auto trims. In theory, you just point the nose where you want it to go and it goes there. In practice, you try to land it and you try to flare on the landing, and it won't let you flare because you'll be stalling. So you just nose into the ground. Great. The 747 is nice to fly. It's unwieldy. It's excuse me, I don't know what happened there, I had to step out, grab my daughter who was making a mess in the bathroom next door. Let's get back on track. Got her on my knee now. She will be a pilot. That little protrusion just above the nose might be the hill I was talking about. Not very big though. I'm sure it was something you could see from the coast of Edinburgh. Just look along the coast. There's big things sticking up. There are some beaches along here. Yes, you can actually go to the beach in Scotland. Pretty nice beaches as well. And yes, you can swim in the North Sea if you're hardy enough. I've done it. It's cold, but you get moving in it, you get used to it. You can't stay in it for too long, but it's fun. That looks like an airport just below, just at 4 o'clock. Archerfield Airstrip, that was it. Why didn't it pop up before? Okay, I have some height to lose and some speed to lose. Going to circle round to the east, go for an east to west approach, hopefully lose all the height and speed I need in the turn. Quite a short runway, so not much room for error. Where is it? Yeah, there's one of the hills. Definitely. It's more yellow than green though, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's get the gear down. Okay, we're a bit too high, too fast. Flaps. Steady. Correction, we went too high and fast. We're actually going to need to put some power on it. No, not my best. Not my best at all. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the tour of Edinburgh, and catch you on the next video.